What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory Career Mode. If you are unaware as to what's been happening over the last week, this episode should have gone out about 9 days ago now. Well, I'm going to actually record a new commentary over the top of the one that I originally had, simply because of the fact that I need to update you, of course. My internet went down the day after I recorded this, and I was scheduled to upload it. And yeah, it didn't come back on until I'm recording this commentary today, a week and a day later. So overall, I recorded this, as I said, probably about 8-9 days ago now, so it's going to be a little bit tough to remember exactly what happens, but bear with me because I do have a few games for you guys to watch and enjoy, including a double-header against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. So we've got that to look forward to, so hopefully we'll get through that one. And also, we start it off with an FA Cup tie against Manchester City, which we just saw us go 1-0 in front in. The goal coming deep from the midfield through Evans, and it was a spectacular curling effort as well. I've got to give him credit where it's due. There's not many players on this pitch that would have done that, and he is certainly one of those ones that can do it. So, as soon as I got the chance here, you can see Calvert-Lewin lays it off to Espinosa. He gives it to Evans. Too much space for him to pick his spot out and curl it into the corner of the goal. And with that, we took the lead at the Etihad. This is one of those games, though, which we should be winning if we're serious about doing this quadruple. Unfortunately, though, of course, we're not in the Carabao Cup anymore. We were knocked out. So there's still the treble on, but yeah, we're not able to win this quadruple. But it wasn't without trying. You know, Talisca in the second half for City went close with an unbelievable strike actually on the left foot. And if he'd have got it on target, there was no way that Donnarumma was going to even save that. And then we tried to get ourselves 2-0 in front. Pulisic with not too long left on the clock, sending one goal down, but a good save from the goalkeeper. But we were able to hold on for the large part of the game, and with 3 minutes added on into the 90th minute, I felt we should have wrapped it up completely when a strike coming from Griezmann was again saved by the goalkeeper. But after that, there was nothing else to report on. We've limited the chances that Man City had. We were able to really, I guess, dig deep and keep hold of the ball well. Even with Gabriel Jesus in their side, they struggled really to create a lot. The only chance really for them coming from Talisca, who put it over the bar. So a dull 1-0 win there in that one. And it is what it is. We have to take those when we can take them. It's not often that I end up getting 1-0 wins. So when they do come along, I'm pretty happy with it. We're either, you know, scoring for fun or we concede. So I'm pretty happy when we do get those clean sheets, especially when it's a 1-0 win as well. So into the next one, we took on Leicester in the Premier League. As you know, we are top in that, but it is very close between us. And I can't remember who is second currently. Is it Man City possibly? I'm not entirely sure, but it is very, very close. De Costa did give us the lead before Haller equalised for Leicester, and we ended up getting a single point from that one. But as you guys know, we are in it. It's Liverpool, actually, second. I thought it was Liverpool. I don't know why I must have said Man City. But, yeah, it's ever so close. And with that draw there, it actually moved Liverpool onto the same points as on 51. So we needed to beat Ipswich in the next game, which I simmed. Again, naming a very strong side for this one. 2 goals coming from Pulisic, and then a double as well from Lewis Cook, actually. Gave us a 4-0 win here. So both scorers on the score sheet twice. And we were able to get a victory from that one. So a draw against Leicester, and that win there in that game against Ipswich put us into, I do believe, top spot on our own. But the majority of the games in today's episode, there's 4, I think, to come. Obviously, you already saw the one against Man City in the Cup. This one is against Southampton, also in the FA Cup, as we travel to St Mary's to take them on. A really good tackle inside our penalty area from Reece Oxford with an unbelievable challenge to stop them having a shot. And from there, we actually go up the other end and get a chance ourselves. Straight from a defensive tackle. Pulisic just runs all the way through before firing it into the bottom corner, courtesy of coming off the post. So, inside the first 8 minutes here, when it looked like it was going to be a rather difficult afternoon, especially when we were defending in and around our own penalty area, Oxford's brilliant challenge stemmed an attack, and Pulisic ran it all the way through before scoring. So you can't complain at that. As I said, you know, it's these type of players. It's the reason why we score for fun, usually, because we have quality players. I mean, look at this. No Mbappe on the side, no Fratchak in the side. We're without some of our better strikers and attackers at the club. And that showed because Griezmann here should do better with that shot. He's got to test the goalkeeper a little bit more. It was rather close to him. And then with 25 minutes on the clock, a nice move from Southampton found its way to Gallagher, whose turn was good, but his shot was less than. And again, it was all Southampton. As soon as we went 1-0 up, I don't know what it was. We just couldn't then get the ball at our feet. Sent Maxim going through here, and he slots it in from a near impossible angle. I felt like Donnarumma did enough to put him off, but apparently not, because he was able to find the little bit of space he needed to knock it round the Italian and put it in the back of the net. So yeah, after it 1-0 up, other than that Griezmann chance where we actually didn't go around him, we went through his legs. That's even worse from Donnarumma, man. But even after we went 1-0 up, other than the Griezmann chance, yeah, other than that, it was pretty much all Southampton. So Disappointingly, we were back at 1-1. You could say that Donnarumma should have done better there, letting it go through his legs. But hey, listen, that's the way it goes. And we had to then build back from being at the same situation it was from kickoff. We didn't really learn our lesson, though, because not too long after they found an equaliser, Miranchuk here on the edge of the area found his man Nzonzi, who, if you guys don't know and haven't watched my Celta Vigo save, for some reason Nzonzi always seems to play well against me. Don't know what it is, but he scores for fun. I swear, I've played against Nzonzi probably, 7, 8 times in this FIFA. I reckon he scored there or thereabouts goals. So he put Southampton 2-1 in front. It was his goal that eventually proved pivotal in the game as we were knocked out of the FA Cup at St Mary's by 2-1. To make matters even worse, look at those match facts. 2 shots on target to our 6. Yeah, I spoke before about it. I'll say it again. I hate these slider settings because every time I know, as soon as I give away a shot, it's normally going to go in the back of the net. But that's what I've chosen to do, make it a bit more tough, and boy, does it make it more tough. I literally have to defend like an expert for the full game, otherwise I'm going to be punished. So, off the brink of getting knocked out of the FA Cup, we only now have the Champions League and the league to play for. It's pretty much throwing all of our eggs into that basket, so we're back to a full-strength side for our trip to Madrid to take on Atletico, and we actually found the opener in the first half. Kylian Mbappe getting on the end of a save made by, I'm not sure if it's still OBLACK in the Madrid goal. You will see this in a different angle in a moment, but it's actually Gaya's initial shot, saved by the keeper, fell kindly to Mbappe, who just couldn't miss from there. If he'd have missed from there, I would have been livid with the Frenchman. He's missed some important chances actually this season for us, so if he had missed that one, we would have been seriously looking at this and thinking, why am I even playing this game anymore? But luckily, he put it into the empty net. It was 1-0, and we were able to take the lead. Now, with the away leg first, it's always a bit of a risk, because Sandro could have quite easily put Atletico Madrid 1-1 there, and that would have really made me annoyed, because that was literally their first shot. And as I said, the risk that you run with the away leg first is you don't know exactly how many away goals you're going to need. So these chances for Atletico, especially when you see this one from Sol, they've got to take chances like this. If they'd have taken a 1-1 draw back to England with them for us to face them, that could have been quite bad, as Mbappe, that's what I speak about when I say missing chances. You just don't expect it from what I consider to be the world's best player at this current time. Gets in and he should score. There's no doubt in my mind that that ball should not be hitting the back of the net. Like, that should have been bottom corner, 2-0. We should have been cruising to the next round of the Champions League. But it wasn't meant to be. And then I don't know what happened here. OBLACK pulls off what I can describe as the save probably of this season. Scrambling back across his line before blocking the Mbappe shot from close range. And it ended up only being a 1-0 victory for Crew. Without trying, it wasn't like we weren't trying to get a second goal. It was just, you know, a mix of OBLACK being good, us missing chances. And overall, it was just one of those games that you have to write down and say, listen, he did a good enough job, did Jan OBLACK and Atletico Madrid. And now I seriously worry, because only taking a 1-away goal over back to England with us, if they score twice at our ground, which is possible, you've seen it before, you know, we have crumbled in certain games, then there's every chance we could be going out. So my main focus was Champions League, so I simmed the next game against West Brom. We won it, I do believe. Pulisic, Basso Villa scoring, and De Costa coming off the bench to score no, sorry, yeah, did he come off the bench? Yeah, he did. Came off the bench to score a penalty. We went on to win it 3-0. At that point, we were 3 points clear of Liverpool going into the game against Swansea. I thought I might have to play this, but then I was like, listen, I feel like the team's good enough. We can do this away from home. I shouldn't have done it. You guys know, I've said it before. The away sim in this game is absolutely stupid. It doesn't matter how good your team is. There's always, for some reason, a risk factor to it. You can play League 2 away from home, and you're still probably losing the game. So we lost that by 2-0. Then we faced Everton at home. Again, all my focus in the Champions League. Not really bothered about the Premier League. We've won it numerous times. And as this is the last season of this at club level, before we do the thing with England later on in this one, I'm going to try and get through a little bit quicker. Because as you know, FIFA's coming to an end. The whole internet situation hasn't made it much better for myself. And overall, this year's game has come to its probably conclusion. And I've got to say this as well. I might make a separate video on this, but I am seriously worried about the future of FIFA 19. Especially for the likes of myself and a few other career mode content creators. It's going to be a tough year, I think, because I'll touch upon it, but simply put, EA haven't done us any favours with what's going to come for FIFA 19, and I'll discuss that at a later stage. But back into the action then in the Champions League. Now the second leg at home against Atletico Madrid, picking up from where we left off, really. Having chance after chance. Mbappe again with a lot of these chances. Out OBLACK, I don't know what happened again. He made an unbelievable save there. Fratchak then towards Basso Villa, back to Mbappe. Phenomenal turn, gets in. Now, I would have been screwing because he made everything possible there. Gets in. I saw the shot and I was like, don't save this. And watch this replay, guys. Unbelievable turn, but bang. You got a touch on that, All Black. I thought he'd actually saved it. I was about to cry. I'm not even joking. So after Mbappe opened up the scoring, I felt a little bit more confident. Nerves had kind of gone out the window. And I felt like we were going to go on to win this game and get through to the next round of the Champions League, which is pretty much where all our eggs in the basket are focused on at the moment. And again, we, as I said, had a lot of chances. Another big opportunity for Mbappe, who seems to be the villain of the episode so far, missing chance after chance. But then again, All Black is performing really, really well as the ball's cleared away, and that did sum up the game for us. Another 1-0 win, and that's 2 now against Atletico Madrid over in Spain, and then 1 here as well. Dominating the performance, we're through to the next round. That is what we wanted to see. All Black definitely kept the score down. It could have been so much more for us, but that was the way it finished. So the league then, with 11 games to go, here we are 2 points clear of Liverpool, 5 clear of Man City. It's going to be one of us 3 who will win this one. We do have a vast goal difference ahead of them at the moment, so if we need to rely on that and use it, we can. So there's always that little bit added on as well. But as I show you the draw for the next round of the Champions League and such, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Apologies for how long it's taken for this one to come out. Nobody could expect my internet to have gone down the way it did and not have it for a week. So thank you again for your patience during that time. And I will see you all again from tomorrow, guys, for another video, as you're seeing that we've drawn Leverkusen in the next round. I'm excited for that one. It will be in the next episode. That's it from me for today. Catch you all again tomorrow, guys. Adios.